Hello! Welcome everyone. It is another Lost Call update day. It's been a while. Last one was, we did the factory update. And now this is, I guess, the woods update. Which is an area that's existed for a while. But only one room, and it has been expanded. And then I also have more to show off. There's another area that is in the works, not completely done, but yeah. I'm excited to show off more. And yeah, if you're not aware, this is a game I've been working on for the past few years. Slowly getting more progress on it. You can check out the earlier showcases, and you can check out the demo on my itch.io page, if you haven't. But yeah. There's nothing there. Give me a sec. Jeff, thank you so much for the year. Okay. So, let's hop in here. And the reason I'm here, this isn't the new area. This is the first area in the game. Let me size this properly. Let's see more of it. Peko, thanks for the raid. So yeah, this game is inspired by like 2D Zelda and stuff. You have a roll, you have an attack. And in order to get here, you need the blow dryer, which melts the ice. And until now, this has been a one-room area. It's been in the previous demos. There's $10 here. But the gates have opened, and there's now an area up here. Another silly slime. You can actually get these guys by pushing them off if you want. I mean, there's obviously spoilers for the full game. Anyways, yeah, look at this. There's like a cabin over here. Seems like it's locked. There's also snowman with throwing bombs at me. So these will hurt you if they hit you, but you can kind of hit them with the tip of your sword and it won't hit you. So that's one way. And I didn't show this yet, but these guys, they have earmuffs. And you can't attack them because you attack through sound. And they cannot hear. They're protected from your sword, so we'll maybe find a way to deal with that later. Anyway, Franks is here. There is now a third Franks. Nothing new in the store yet, but there will be. There's a little path over here that you can find some more money. It's a little loud? I think it's a little loud. Oh, that's a mistake. So everything is not, complete at the moment. You can see that there's like purple. There's not supposed to be purple. That's just a UI mistake. But anyways, if we head up here, there's a little path here. Notice, all ski lifts are currently shut down and hill maintenance has been stopped. Please bring any remaining equipment to the lodge basement for storage. And there's a key. So it looks like there's ski lifts here, and there's also some rocks here, and snowballs, which will damage you. Hey, get out of here. So this is the lodge, and it said to go into the basement, so we're gonna do that. There was a typo? That makes sense. And yeah, there's a megaphone on the ground, and apparently I got a null reference exception. So my intention here, the megaphone used to be in the shop. But it's going to be here now, because I want to have it be like a progressive item that you have to find here. And there's going to be a replacement in the shop. There's going to be something else you can get instead. But yeah, there's some rocks you can break here and get back. And now that you have this, you can go up here. But you can also go over here, and there's a secret little cave here. Sounds aren't set up in here yet. But oh my gosh, what do? We don't know how to fight these guys. There's not even a cliff anymore. Boom! The megaphone knocks these guys' earmuffs off, and then you can attack them. And get salad. Oh yeah, there's a skateboard too. For movement. Anyways, let's start heading up the mountain here. Huh. There's another cave here. And there's a new mechanic in here. So you'll see that opens the door. But after a certain amount of time has passed, it's gonna close. So this is like a speedrun challenge. And the idea with this one is you're not gonna be able to make it through normal means. It's gonna close too fast. So what you have to do is use megaphone onto the ice. Oh shit. Still made it. And then you go flying, which it kind of teaches you that when you find the megaphone in the basement. But yeah. New mechanic time trial gates. I'm gonna add more of those, I think. I like the idea. I'll maybe have some ones involving like skateboard and stuff. Ow. Ow. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these snowballs. But yeah, it also kind of teaches you can use it there. And here's a big room here. Involving more snowballs, but sideways. And kind of like a Donkey Kong-esque challenge room. But we made it through. And yeah, you can see there's a lot going on up here. The mountain is pretty big. I'm gonna so die in this, because there's an arena here. I am dead. I was thinking about adding a heal spot somewhere here. So everything is not final currently. Oh my god. I'm very good at my own game. When there's several snowmen, it gets hard to deal with. Got him. And look at this! We are now at the top of the mountain. No ski lift still here. But there is a new character! Holy smokes, how did you find your way up here, little dude? With the ski lift turned off too, that's radical, dude. Well, you're not. Well, you're in luck, because this mountain is the sickest snowboarding slope in miles. You should totally try it out, dude. I promise it's radical as heck. And even turn on the ski lift once you're down there. It'll make getting back up a breeze. Just grab a board free of charge and take off, dude. You'll thank me later. So, this is the snowboarding minigame. So you can slow down, or you can just go left and right. If you hit the sides here, you do wipe out. There's ice pads that make you go faster. There's currently no benefit to going through the flags, but I want to add like maybe a score thing to get some money. Later on, which I think will be fun. Oh, you can get all three of those. But yeah, these also wipe you out. And yeah, you got the snowboarding music. And we are done the hill. We're now out here. And yet another new room. So I want to add an animation to this. Currently there isn't. But the ski lifts are now on. Make sure you use the nearby lever to power down all ski lifts at the end of shift. And currently it's a fast travel way of getting right back here, like immediately. So you don't have to go through the mountain again. For repair guy, please follow the signs to reach the cell tower. Make sure you're bundled up, it gets windy out here. So this is one of those segments where you're supposed to like follow the path. And if you ignore the path, you're gonna end up back here again. In a variety of ways. If you go like straight up, it kind of looks like you're going somewhere. But then you're back again. So you gotta follow the path. And it's windy now, so you'll see it's actually pushing me and making me go slower. So there's some wind to mess with you out here. Gotta adjust for that when you're walking here. But yeah, it's basically you're just going through this empty field, empty windy fields, trying to find out where to go. And if you go the right way, you see there the wind pushed me very far, but I can still see it. You'll come across this. What is this? Huh. There's 4 strange looking guys. Snow guys. Wait, is this one blinking? Oh shit, boss fight! So there's a new boss. This guy does this thing where it creates a bunch of clones that shoot bombs at you, and then it can also shoot bombs at you. You gotta find the correct one. And in between phases, it'll send a bunch of snowballs and wind at you that you'll have to dodge. They get increasingly difficult. Oh, I found them right away. Lucky. Now we're doing 2 in a row. That's a tricky one. And now he's getting out of the ground! Oh shit! Phase 2! It's the whole guy. He's shooting bombs at me and I have 1 health. That's gonna be fun. And now there's also wind and snowballs during this part. I'm gonna use some elastics. Don't die, that was close. Megaphone is very good in this fight. I clutched it. Let's go. So yeah, that's the new boss. Let's trying some new ideas with that one. And then that's the tower! Let's go! Tower is not complete yet. And also, I don't want to show the cutscenes and stuff anyways, because that is gonna be for the full game, for you to play. But you do know that the towers are the main objectives, and this is the 3rd tower here. So there's now 3 towers in the game out of 4. We're getting close to being done. And yeah, you can kind of just like get here early by just going back that way. Intentionally getting lost so you can come back. And yeah, that is basically the new area. This area, at least. The bombs don't damage the boss, they just kind of push him. And now I'm dead. Okay, I also need to fix the key is still here, that's not right. Oh wait, I reloaded. That is actually right. I have to reload the game. So yeah, you'll also see over here, this area actually connects to the previous update. So you can get to the factory from the woods, which connects to the beach and the park. So basically, the whole upper map connects now. And you can kind of see how you can take a bunch of different ways. Like you can find the factory first, and then end up going into the woods from this side. So there's like a bunch of different ways you can end up discovering the map. And this is like something I had planned for a long time, that it was gonna all connect here. And it is finally doing it. Which I'm very happy about. There's still some more I need to add to the map, but I think it's really fun how I can now just like head from one area and then just go like all the way to the other side of the map in a variety of ways. But yeah, that's the new woods area. I was trying new things. I wanted to do... That snowboarding game was actually an idea I had for a long time. And I think it was pretty fun. It's inspired by like the Club Penguin sledding game, mostly. But I wasn't able to do like the diagonal thing, because that would have been weird with the art style, but... Yeah, it was pretty fun to do. And I came up with some new ideas for that boss as well. It was pretty fun to do. But there is still more to show off in a different area that is currently being worked on. This is the Deep Lake. How do you get here? It's a mystery for now. Maybe you can piece it together on context clues. But this is another area that has been added recently. There's another new enemy. It's the fire lizard. So it's the same as those lizards earlier, but they now drag fire all across the ground that hurts you. But you can also put it out with your sword or phone. It also eventually goes out on its own. So you'll notice these weird big bells and this art here. So this basically means the idea of this is you have to ring the 2 bells to open the doors, which is not fully implemented yet. But one of them's right there. The other one is conveniently behind a fence that you can't get to. And these are lily pads, so you stand on them for too long, they're just gonna sink. There's also these mushrooms that will bounce you, that you need to be careful of so you don't bounce into the water. Oh, I pushed myself back in the water. There's gonna be... I'm gonna put a poem here as the plan. And yeah, there's waterfalls now, so that's new. And there's this really big one that just goes off the cliff to unknown places. So what's over here? It's an arena! Blizzard Arena. The whole ground is fire right now. You also notice, if you get this guy to roll into that, they kind of like bounce off of it. Boing. Oh shit, you almost bumped into me. And yeah, here's a little section with just a bunch of mushrooms. The idea is like, you gotta try not to get pushed into the water. Or walk into the water yourself. Alright, we're fine. And then there's a little Frogger section here. With moving lily pads that you gotta time. Oh, I almost didn't make that. This guy'll never get to me. Oh shoot, I'm fine. And then yeah, there's this big open room here with a bunch of ways to go. Get pushed. So one way is here. And this is actually kind of a new mechanic slash puzzle because you're like, I don't know how to hit those. But they're all strangely at angles that I can't shoot at. The solution is to shoot and bounce off the mushroom, and then it'll hit them at an angle. Sorry, I spoiled the puzzle, but, you know. And then you'll get a thing there that's not there yet. But that's another mechanic of these mushrooms, is they bounce your elastics. And that's the room that makes use of that. So let's see what's up here. It's like an underground beach. And there's a little boat here, which is a mechanic from earlier. This game is not going to have a whole lot of puzzles. But there's a few. There's another waterfall over here. And there's also a cave right here. And this is another new little graphical thing I've done, where puddles will now have a reflection and a splash. Which is something I wanted to do for a while, and I finally got in. And I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I think it looks good. It's just a big room with a puddle, and there's gonna be something in here, but it's not here yet. Again, this area is a lot less finished than the snow area. But I still wanted to show it off because there's a decent amount done. And yeah. This is not done yet, but there's gonna be a section over there with something going on. Then you can loop around here, and you can finally ring the other bell. So yeah, that's the Deep Lake section. And we are getting pretty close to, you know, having all the areas in at least. Getting to the, like, polishing phase. Pretty happy with how much progress I've made. Also, chat, I have a big announcement involving this game. That is the wrong color as well. I'm gonna press a button right now. Hold on, let me see if this works. I don't know if it happens immediately. I guess it might take some time. That's annoying. I probably should have pressed it at the start of stream. I wanted to do it during stream. Okay, basically, there is gonna be a Steam page for Lost Call going up soon. I just pressed the button to make it public. But it seems that it doesn't immediately happen, so... we will have to wait for that to show up. Oh, it's there now? Let's go! Everybody wishlist Lost Call on Steam. Yeah, I see it. You can now wishlist Lost Call on Steam. I got this done a few days ago. And yeah. I had to like resize the box art like so many times. It's crazy how much you have to do. Oh, you're actually... There's a screenshot on here that I haven't showed off to you. I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, I'll announce this everywhere. I want to get people to wishlist it. I've wanted to make this page for a while and I just got lazy, so I thought now was a good time to do it with the new update. Dev update. Oh wait, the quit doesn't work. Okay, I did want to show off one more thing, which is new character. So there's 2 new characters this update. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone else show up here. Come to this beach quite a bit, and I think you're like the first person I've seen out here. And I don't blame people for not coming here anymore with how crummy it is now. I used to play here when I was little, gather seashells and stuff. Now the only thing washing up on shore is a bunch of trash. Wish I could find just one seashell. Oh, I'm sorry for like venting or whatever. I get carried away talking sometimes. Don't worry about it. I hope you managed to find one. So there is now a character here looking for seashells. And there's going to be a little quest you can do where you just find one of them. It's not going to turn into a huge fetch quest. It's just going to be... find a shell somewhere. Which I haven't added yet, but... it will be added. And it's going to let you get something as well for completing it. But yeah. I think I already showed off... yeah, I think last patch I showed off the cave over here. And these guys. So we've already seen all this. I haven't really done much in terms of... I'm trying to make that... oh. I haven't done much with like the factory and stuff in this area yet. I've been focusing on the new areas. Yeah, the fire lizards take the thing from these guys. But they have like different movement. But yeah, I guess that's most of what I wanted to show. And I'm happy that the Steam page is now up. But I hope y'all enjoyed the update. Oh yeah, because I reloaded, everything's closed again. Where's the, oh, I see the typo, it's basement. You're right. Someone just fell off a cliff. But yeah, that is the newest update. Hope you all enjoyed. I could like fight the boss again. So the bosses are always one of my favorite parts. Also I'm using speed tech here to go faster. Megaphone skateboards. I'm gonna try and do a low percent fight here. No megaphone. So I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, the correct one blinks. Oh shit. Did not need to take that damage there. You can get him while he's rising up here. Gonna get cornered. Oh my god, I got blown into that by the wind, dude. No, the wind! I'm dead. Low percent is hard, and I'm out of bounds. Don't you need megaphone to access this fight? Okay, I haven't set it up yet, but I'm planning on having the bombs from the enemies be able to break rocks. But I haven't done that yet. That's my plan, though. It's gonna be like an enemy skip kind of thing. Boundary break. I mean, I can boundary break by just purposely cheating and, you know, zooming out so you can see everything. Look at this, chat. Those are the warps. So just avoid those and you're fine. You're welcome, speedrunners. You can see all the like points I use for this fight. Those are like the snowball spawns. These are the points that it warps to. Arena trigger. Oh yeah, I didn't show that off, but the fight does start whether or not you attack, because it'll just lock you in. So if you try to just run past these guys, you get locked in. How long have I been working on this? I'd say the majority of it... Dude, I don't even remember anymore. What's like my oldest showcase video? the very early prototype was like 2020, I think, or like end of 2019, but I didn't work on it for like a couple years after that, and then I came back to it. Yeah, this is the woods room. You can see the mountain is all one. It's all one room. It's the same room. Apart from the caves. The ski lift does go all the way out. So yeah, the map's gotten pretty big now. Oh, one more thing I can show off actually. Is there were other puddles in the game. Like at the bottom of the well. And these also now have the puddle effect. So yeah, like they were very uninteresting before. You could barely even tell it was supposed to be a puddle. So I think this effect looks really good. I did want to do this before I played Fountains, but Fountains did do a very similar thing with the puddles. So maybe a bit inspired by that. If you want to know how this works, it's actually kind of interesting. There's basically a reflection object right here. So there's the player reflection. It has code to change the color to the area color within the puddle code. And then it's also coded to move position to where the player is and copy the same sprite, but it's flipped. So it sets the sprite to whatever the player sprite is. And the way it doesn't show up everywhere is because it's just a layer trick. Like, the ground here is a higher layer than the reflection. It's actually still here, but it just gets blocked by the layer. And then if you go far enough away from like the trigger, now it's gone. So you won't see it here because it stops appearing after a certain distance. But yeah, that was a fun little thing to do, and I like how it turned out. You can skateboard, it's the same effect. I don't know if I'm gonna put the time in to make it look like a skateboard trail. It would be cool, maybe I will. Honestly, it'd probably just have a smaller splash and have it happen more frequently. It probably wouldn't be too hard to do. Like, remove the little circle thing and just have like the splash but happening more often. I probably could do that. And honestly, it's nice to do some like small effect things instead of just to like work on different things every now and then. Like this was actually one of my favorite things to do with this update, just because it was something different and I think it turned out really well. But yeah, not a whole lot else. This is all stuff that's already been in the game. But I hope y'all enjoyed the update. And wishlist on Steam! I'm gonna keep working on this. I don't know the release yet. That is still very into question of how much motivation I have and how absorbed I get into Silksong, because that's probably coming out before this does, because I don't expect to release this year at all. I was thinking next year would be doable, but again, it depends a lot on my motivation level, which fluctuates greatly. and if I want to do, if I get like sidetracked by other projects and stuff. Lizards. Oh yeah, there's a waterfall here. That's one more little thing I added. Just for a little bit of variety. No secret? Maybe there will be. I was thinking of using like illusionary walls at some point for just completely optional stuff. I just haven't got around to it. Because I've been mostly focusing on stuff that's the main part of the game. Silksong before Lost Call. See, there was a point where I'm like, maybe I can get it out before Silksong. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. But yeah, does anyone else have any questions about the update? Probably gonna move on soon, but... glad I could show off some more. Lost Call tomorrow. But yeah, the intention is that there's gonna be 4 towers, and we basically now have 3 towers. Third one is after this guy. So there is one more tower to add. And then a bunch of like optional areas I want to add, and then it's going to be mostly polish. It's still going to take a while because I have like a big, you know, you can tell this game is already pretty big, and I'm still adding a decent amount more. Like, the way I envisioned this game was like this big map that you can explore in any order, and in order to get the feeling I want, it needs to be pretty big. So yeah, we're getting there. I am very proud of how far it has come. Oh yeah, there's also going to be a true ending. So my intention is there's going to be an ending you get just for getting the towers. And then there's going to be a secret ending involving getting all the tapes. So keep that in mind for when it actually releases. None of that is implemented yet. I do have some tape dialogue from the previous demos, but I haven't really added to that much. Because I'm kind of like wanting to add... Dialogue is usually something I want to do like all at once, so it's all cohesive, instead of slowly adding more every patch. I want it to kind of come together a bit better. Shortcut here. Who needs lily pads when you can do this? So yeah, if you don't know about the speedrun tech in this game, there is several megaphone strats you can do. This was an intended strat that I added myself. I mean, I added everything myself, but you know, I meant to add this. Intentionally coded in, where you can megaphone and then skateboard, and you'll go way faster than just skateboarding. And then early on in Demo 1, people found that you could... Originally you could do 2 rolls in a row, which has been patched out. But you can still do megaphone as you're landing. And it lets you get across really big gaps. So there's some speed tech. Yeah, you used to be able to infinitely chain rolls, and I think it was a frame rate dependent, frame perfect trick. So it was very silly. I decided to patch that because it was just stupid. My intention is to patch dumb things that nobody wants to do in runs and leave in cool things like the megaphone turnaround. Oh, you know what, speedrunners? This last update is for you. Hold on. I have a speedrunner exclusive thing. Where is it? It's Tomb A. So, speedrunners were complaining about a skip where you could do this, and you can see clearly that's not possible now. So it was like an RNG trick. But I didn't want to completely remove it, so you can now megaphone skip the lever, and you will have to take that into account for routing. It's consistent, but you need the megaphone. That is the compromise. So it's either route in megaphone before this, or do the room normally. Which I think will be interesting for routing. But I felt like that was the best solution. Because people don't like RNG tricks. Oh, the routing options are going to be crazy at the full game, trust me. I don't even know what the optimal route's going to be. I don't know what towers you're doing, in which order, I don't know when you're getting items. It's going to be nuts. I'm excited to see it. You know, in 2026. Or 7. I'll try not to let the release date spiral too much after that. Alright, I think that's it for me for Lost Call update. Will there be modding support? I don't know how to do any of that shit. If I can figure it out easily, yes. But I don't know how to do that stuff, and it's a lot of... I'm out of my element releasing a game on Steam. It's my first time. So I am not going to know how to do much things. And even just making the game is so much of a challenge that I'm probably going to take it easy besides that. I would love for someone to make a randomizer. That'd be cool. I don't know how to do that either. And I'm not going to focus on that when I should be focusing on finishing the game, so... that will have to be a fan thing. But yes, everyone, I know I said it like 5 times, but Lost Call is on Steam now. Wishlist on Steam. Look, it even says developer, publisher, Scurry. I'm there. That's me. And yeah, I don't know, there might be one more development update before release. A lot of the late stuff I don't want to show off, because I want it to be a secret. I don't want anyone to know about the true ending stuff, or the story. So I might show off like one more showcase of some areas and bosses and stuff. and enemies. But I don't really want to show off story stuff. I don't really want to show off everything. So I'm thinking maybe one more update. And then keep most of it secret. That's kind of what I'm thinking currently, but we'll see. And obviously, there's going to be a lot to polish even when I'm done, so yeah. Hope you're all excited for Last Call to come out. And hope you enjoyed the showcase. Yeah, there is a phone ring in the main theme. It's the same sound effect that's in the game. Or I think it's actually an extended version of the sound effect.